subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Scotty? How are you?
Man, shit, I'm all good, man. Out here driving these 18 wheels through the great state of Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, shout out to the B1 family. Man, I wanted to, I was listening to you last night when you brought up, name a couple topics to add to the new Hidden Colors.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to present an idea about sports, the gentrification or similar to gentrification in sports about how they're doing their best that they can, which is not too successful, but they are making moves to rid themselves of the black American players
Yeah.
in basketball and in NFL football. They were successful in baseball. So they keep constantly bringing over these foreign players
Yeah.
and giving them shine, changing NBA rules, changing different things to try to make it easier and palatable for them to be successful to knock us out the box. But yet we still control the highlights. We still control the marketing. And now they're complaining about how the NBA is losing numbers. But because you took what you've been trying to take away from the Black American athlete that grew your game, that made your game famous. So I just figured I'll throw that out to the gentrification of NBA and the NFL.
Yeah, man. And
That's it.
yeah, so they've been trying to do that whole tethering with sports and entertainment and music too. Let's be real. This is what we're talking about. This ties into everything we're talking about. With sports, they try to bring in the Africans and the Caribbeans and all these other people. Um, a lot of them, no disrespect, don't have the talent as FBA athletes. So they don't, a lot of them don't have the drawing power because a lot of them just don't have that raw FBA talent. They just some do, some are good. I'm not knocking everybody, but there's no who's the foreign LeBron James, who's the foreign version of Shaq, who's the foreign version of Jordan. You dig? Who's the foreign version of Deion Sanders? We got superstars in our lineage, and they understand when our people foundational Black Americans get out here and get that athletic shine, we change the game literally. We become a dominant force to the point where we can become shot callers to a certain degree. You think we can start commanding certain salaries. We can command certain levels of endorsement paper. You understand? We get busy when we get out here and get that shine. Whereas some of these other cats, they're just kind of, go along to get along. You dig? Not all. I'm not trying to dump on the foreigners. And also in the music industry, a lot of the cats that they're pushing are non-FBAs. A lot of these people, the Kodak Blacks and the Drakes and um, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. You're pushing a lot of non-FBA folks out here. You see, because again, some of us, the FBA artist, there's somewhat of a code. We stand on business. There's somewhat of a code we have. And then, we bring other people in and put a lot of other people on. You see? You look at Dr. Dre, he put on a whole host of people. Look at all the cats up there in the Bay, the E40 camp and all those guys. They didn't put on a whole bunch of folks. Everybody put each other on. You see? Down in the South, you have the Dungeon family and Jermaine Dupri put a whole bunch of folks on. The Dungeon family put a bunch of folks on. Yeah. Future came out of that Dungeon family. Y'all know that? Well, my Atlanta folks know that. But Future, he came out of that. He came out of that, the Dungeon family. You see? So we put folks on. Now, a lot of folks out of Houston, that people came out of that Rap-A-Lot camp. Folks get put on. We FBAs put folks on. Yeah. And same thing with the acting now. You get a lot of these non-FBA actors playing in these historic Black roles, and these movies ain't really hitting like they used to. They don't have that drawing power when they got these folks in here who's not of our lineage, man. It don't resonate with us like that. So yeah, they know what they're doing. Even with the politicians, they keep trying to get non-FBA politicians out here because they know that they're not going to really be looking out for the foundational Black American community like many of the FBA politicians will. There was a brother who hit me up recently who was from DC. He was an architect. He was a former architect. And he was talking about how Marion Barry out there in DC put him on and the an architecture firm on. It was Marion Barry who was responsible for some big stadium being designed, and it was a Black architecture firm that designed it, and that was Marion Barry orchestrating that. So Marion Barry, yeah, he was on a pipe or whatever, but Marion Barry looked out for the damn community. He looked out for Black folks in DC. Marion Barry was a rider. That's why they set him up and did all that bullshit to him. But then he turned around and got reelected again. That shocked everybody. They're like, oh, damn it. They were pissed when he got reelected after he got caught smoking crack. They were so pissed. They like, this is going to surely destroy. Like, nah, Marion was actually cool. We had jobs when he was out there. So if you want to smoke a little crack, let him smoke that crack. Hell, I'm employed. Shit. But yeah, they were like, no, we can't have these FBAs. Uh, the community supports them too much. We're gonna have to get some tethers up here. You see, man. Let me get some more folks in there. Let's get well, we got a lot of people in here. Okay, indoor. I tried to get you on the other night. You didn't say nothing. You one of these East Indian guys, indoor, hop on. Indoor, hop on. 'Cause I remember your profile from last night. Unmute your mic, indoor. Then we're gonna get some indoor. If you don't get on, I don't know why you keep getting in the request queue. I'm just gonna have to block you because you might be on some BS if you don't unmute your mic. All right, let's get Dark Seed in the building. Dark Seed. Dark Seed in the building.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dark Seed. What's happening?
So yeah, I spoke like 2 weeks ago. I know I had like some controversial, topics or whatever, but I wanted to talk
I
about
don't
Black
remember.
American.
I don't remember. What did we talk about?
I don't know. It's about some historical stuff.
I have no idea. I don't remember you at all. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was just pretty much saying that Black Americans weren't the Native Americans, and yeah. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
my
Oh,
thing is,
let's tackle that then. You say Black Americans weren't the Native Americans?
yeah, but we already tackled that. Like that's why I said we had like a conversation about that 2 weeks ago.
Okay. But yeah, that's not true though. But there were Black Aboriginal people here, right?
No.
Then why is there so much proof?
There's no proof at all.
What are the
Like there's no genetic proof.
what are the Olmec?
There's no genetic.
Let's look at the Olmec statues. What are those big black ass statues? What are that? What's that?
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
What are
Phenotypically,
the big
that doesn't mean
big
anything.
ancient statues of big black faces, big noses, big ass lips and braids? That don't mean nothing.
I mean, Native Americans had big noses, African features, but they were like Native American.
Right,
They came from
right.
yeah, but they
They
weren't
would
black.
be
Like they weren't.
but they would be classified as black if they were alive today.
No, they weren't black. They were
Which
Native American Mongoloid people from East Asia somewhere.
no, not all of them. Not in it. No. So you're saying
Yeah, but
So you're saying the Olmecs who don't look like they're Mongoloid at all, you're saying they're from East Asia?
yeah, like most of, I mean,
Okay, thank you.
the East.
Yeah,
No,
thank you. You're not going to sit here and argue in bad faith. You're not going to sit here and tell us that those big black ass statues are Asian. All right. I'm going to just let you off. Now, when you say that, I'm going to give you an opportunity. When I ask you a question, I give you an opportunity to tell the truth. Now, you're just going to sit here and do some, I'm a tether and I say so. That's not going to work. You're not going to sit here and say that the Olmecs, those big statues of them big black ass faces, are really Asian. Get off my phone. All right. You just nullified any seriousness. We're not going to play that. Those are not no damn Asians. Nobody over there in Asia looks like the damn Olmecs. All right. With big ass lips, big ass noses, high cheekbones, and braids. All right. That's what I'm saying. If you come lying, you're gonna have to go. I could have went to some more evidence, but I just wanted to go to the obvious stuff. And if you sit here denying the obvious, have a good day. Just like with some of these white supremacists used to try to argue about the ancient Egyptians and all that, how white they were, and then you show them a picture of Queen T. I think that was Tut's mother or grandmother, and was a Queen T or Tai, however you pronounce that, her name. She was clearly a damn black woman. When you show that and you ask them, was this a black woman or not? No, okay, goodbye. All right. All right. She's a dark Caucasian. Okay. Have a good day. There we go. That's all I need to know. Now, you're not going to do I'm white and I say so. I don't do I'm a tether and I say so. I don't play those games. When you going to tell me that our eyes are not seeing what we're seeing? No. No, we don't argue like that. That's called bad faith. See, when folks are out arguing in bad faith, don't waste time. Just they're there to waste your time. If you're not going to argue in good faith, you're not going to waste time. Dude, I can show you some of the early maps. You look at some of the early maps of America in the 1500s. Whenever they showed Native Americans, whenever they showed the Native Americans, they were all black as hell. They showed black-skinned people in those maps. Yeah. Because when you're dealing with the eastern side of North America, that East Coast, that's where a lot of them were. And in the southern part too. And hell, even in California, the Ohlone Indians, the Mojave Indians, many of them were very dark-skinned people. You know. So that's what it is. All right, let me get some more folks in here. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get raise your hand if you're ready. Let's try that. Raise your hand if you're ready. All right, I see Moonrise down here. Let's get Moonrise. I kind of remember profile. I think I remember it was kind of trollish. It was something trollish about it, if I'm not mistaken. Moonrise,
Hi, everybody.
how you doing, Moonrise?
I'm doing very well, Tariq. How are you?
I'm good, dear. What's on your mind?
So I've got 3 points I'm gonna make, and then I'm gonna land my plane. The first one, that devil white woman that broke the NICU. She broke the black baby's bones. They got her on camera, actually putting her body weight into the baby's legs, breaking their femurs and hips. She's evil. And then two, I wanted to make a point where there's a white woman on you.
Oh, well, what happened to your mouth? Your sound, dear? What happened to your sound?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I keep going out. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm gonna make my points real quick. So there's that white woman that the nurse that's breaking the baby's bones in Philadelphia, and then there's a white woman on YouTube selling Manjaro liquid, like this juice that's supposed to help get people healthy. She actually had the nerve to name it Manjaro. Okay, and then the third point I want to make: there's this 39-year-old man that was murdered by the police in Alabama. His name is Denoris Richardson. They said that he was found hanging from a tree, but actually they think it was the police.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you went out again, dear. But Moon, do this. Send me a link. I want to see a link of if they got a news story of that white woman being caught on video. Man, that's a horrible story. That white nurse and they're harming them damn newborn babies. Boy, I hope they throw her ass under the slammer for that type shit. Damn, that pisses me off. But yeah, send me that story, sis. That would be phenomenal. All right, let's get just another boss. Just another boss in the building.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good?
What's up, man?
Hey, I just want to jump on. I actually got a chance to go to Veracruz, Mexico, and actually go to the museum where they hold all the Olmec
Oh,
heads,
oh yeah.
uh, and it's pretty incredible. Like, so there's like a whole group of different heads. There's probably like at least 200
Yeah.
in the museum, but the biggest ones by far all look West African. They all look. I mean, it's just overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but you know what's
Yeah. The
crazy is,
down there. A lot
you know,
of folks haven't seen those. Most people have seen the real big ones, but there's some other ones. The
yeah,
they look even blacker than that. But go ahead, brother.
yeah.
Go ahead.
You know what's crazy is when you go to the back, you see a bunch of really small ones, like almost like hand-sized ones,
Yeah.
and they look different types of Asian Pacific Islander. And then, like honestly, it kind of left me with there were different people traveling to these
Oh,
regions.
yeah.
And I think it's kind of a beautiful thought to think that this was like, in another lifetime, this kind of trade outpost, and there's all these civilizations traveling through. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's I mean, those Olmec heads are huge,
Oh,
absolutely massive.
mhm. Yeah. Absolutely, my brother, man. Thank you so much. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, there was definitely trade. I mean, North America, and not just North America, the Americas. These are big ass continents. So all of these people around the world, these dark melanated people, were able to reach all of these little islands in the middle of the Pacific and all these other places. You think they didn't reach this big bitch here? You think black skinned people did not reach here? You think people from Africa didn't reach here? Really? And there's a river current in the ocean that flows different directions, different times of year. And we talked about this in several of the Hidden Colors films that hell, you can just hit that river current within the Atlantic Ocean. It'll take you straight to Central America. Yeah. Even without a sail, it'll just take you straight to it. And then a certain time of year, it goes back the other way. Yeah. So yeah, of course people traded here from different places, Africa and all over the place. So yeah, yeah, that's not even up for debate. There were black people already here.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's discover our hidden heroes together.